Hello, this is Alessandrina, and today I wanted to share with you some insights on the experiences that you can choose to have in your life and how you can achieve this one pointed focus of choosing an experience and experiencing it. So, oftentimes, when we say that we want something to happen in our life or we want to experience something in our lives, and it's not happening. We can feel discouraged, we can feel that we can't do it or it's not working. And what we might not recognize is that that process of receiving, of manifestation, of being able to attract to us the experiences that we want, a lot of that process, and whether that process does happen or does not happen, or at least not in the time that we might prefer, has to do with the past. So, when choosing an experience in our lives, whether that is to be healthy, whether that is to be abundant, whether that is to have harmonious, loving relationships, whether that is to experience success, or simply to be at peace, or to be able to feel spiritually aligned and evolving on our path, whatever experience you choose, it's important to understand that if you haven't had this experience in the past, it can kind of feel out of your energy zone or out of your realm of prior experiences, and therefore, because the momentum from the past and the energies associated and the emotions associated with the past and the ambient energy that's associated with the past, because that tends to be what we reference throughout the day, it may feel like we're not able to actually achieve and choose the experiences that we want most. So, one way in which you can begin to essentially move away from the past or let go of the past, release the past, transmute the past, and liberate the energies of the past is through meditation, of course. And through meditation, in an altered state of consciousness, where you can access your subconscious and also the superconscious mind, what can happen in those states is that you can allow yourself to tune into new energies, new experiences. And by virtue of doing that and repeating that process over and over again, it becomes something that you can see, that is tangible, that is actually something that you can also feel. So, at the level of your emotions, at the level of your feelings, it's something that now becomes clear. Clear through your eyes, clear through your heart, clear in your body. So the more clear you are about an experience that you wish to bring into your reality, into your life, and the more familiar you become with it, the more time you spend in that energy, in that experience, the easier it becomes to actually then choose it in your life, because now your energy is actually um, uh, attuned to it, it's aligned with it, it's resonant with it, and therefore the experience can flow into your life with the least amount of effort. Oftentimes, when people are wanting to attract things to them, to manifest things, and really it's more a process of receiving, meaning opening ourselves up to receiving an experience. And most of the time, when people are in that process, they're actually fighting the old, trying to create the new, instead of letting go of the old and really just aligning themselves with the new. That said, because they spend a lot of time and energy in the old, fighting the old, not liking the old, feeling averse to the old, feeling a lot of pain and wanting to get out of pain through that process of reactivity to the past and to supposedly what is, which is a result of the past, and experiencing the present moment, because a lot of the time and energy is spent in that state. It's not necessarily easy and smooth and flowing for them to actually be in the energy of what they want. So oftentimes what someone wants is a result of not wanting something else. So it's not necessarily a choice. So if we're subconsciously wanting something, not as a choice to want that, really as an avoidance and a reaction to an aversion to not wanting something else, that's very different than simply choosing an experience. So when you start to notice ways in which in your life things that you may have wanted and that may not have been available to you, that you may not have been able to experience, once you realize essentially whether that comes from an aversion, a reaction to an aversion, and trying to run away from something else, then you can align yourself to let go of what you have subconsciously been running away from, trying to escape, trying to avoid or fight. And then when you do that, all of that liberated energy can now be focused and aligned with actually the experience that you choose. So consciously choosing something. And for instance, one of the ways in which you can start to do that outside of meditation is also throughout the day. Instead of, let's say, for instance, you realize you want something. If you realize where that might come from, if it's an aversion and a reaction to that aversion, or trying to escape pain, avoid pain, suppress or repress pain, if you realize that that's happening, and in that moment you can let go of the pain, whether you use a process of transmutation like forgive and forget, or the Ho'oponopono mantra, or the Sedona method, or any other method that resonates with you to let go of the past and of the aversion and the pain. Once you do that and you've liberated the energy, now your energy is available, and you can, from your heart, you can go into the space of your heart as you liberate the energy that's tied to fear and pain and suffering, and let that energy move up into your heart. And once that energy is in your heart and you really allow yourself to feel, to see, to really tune into that experience that you choose, then you can verbalize that at the level of your throat chakra, and you can say, instead of expressing a want which comes from lack, you can say, I choose this experience, whatever that experience might be. I choose love, I choose abundance, I choose health, I choose vitality, I choose success, whatever success might mean to you. And so when you make that choice, when you go from want and expressing a want coming from lack, to simply voicing and feeling a choice, and realizing that you are making a choice, and then reinforcing through that expression, that choice that you're making, you're now becoming more familiar with that process of choosing experiences and bringing them into your reality, receiving them, and therefore really going through the process. It's like a metamorphosis, where you're going through a process of transformation, where you go from being close to an experience without realizing that you were close to an experience, to actually simply opening yourself up to that experience and just allowing for the experience to flow through you and to manifest, to be received. So we can say we want something and at the same time we can be in a state where we feel like we don't deserve it, it's not going to happen, it's not possible, and again, all of that being fed by the past, and therefore not being able in the present moment to, in a very grounded, practical and also in a way where you have faith in the process to actually receive the experience, to be able to align yourself uh, consciously and subconsciously in the other parts of your system. That in your subconscious, a lot of your subconscious mind is made up of the prior experiences of the past. So the subconscious mind must align with the conscious mind in the present moment for things to actually be received. So this is an insight and a process that I wanted to share with you that can help you in your process of receiving, of attracting, of manifesting, and also in deepening your process of meditation, so that when you're tuning during meditation to experiences, new experiences that you wish to bring into your life, you can be more let's say focused, and you can be also much more involved at the level of your energy and emotions in that process, which is going to then bring bring forth the experience faster, because the more your energy is transmuted and aligns itself with the experience that you choose, the faster things tend to play out in the real world. So I hope this is helpful, and sending you much love.